We are going to talk about the debug on Android. On the previous lesson, we saw how sometimes a log is useful to understand a problem, to find the line where the error is happening, but this case is different. In this case, we have an error and we don't understand why it's happening. We have an error because we can see on the logs the line of the error, but we just don't know why it's happening. So imagine that by mistake I have written here another ID from a view that is not existent. As you know, this method findViewById is finding a view with this ID and is storing the result on this test view. Before, I was looking for the ID of the button, but now, by mistake, I have another ID here. So I'm going to run the application and see what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to click on the button and the application is going to crash. Okay, as we can see on the logs, we have a null pointer exception and it's happening on my first method on the line 24. If we do right click here, we can show the line numbers so we can see that it's on the line 24. Also, we can just double click in here and it's going to take us to the line where the problem is. So, okay, we know that we have a problem in this line. We have a null pointer exception here. So there are so many things that can be wrong. It can be the variable, it can be the input parameter, it can be the method. So let's create a debug point here. What is a debug point? A debug point is a place where the application is going to stop when we are on debug mode. So let's launch an application in debug mode, and now when we click on the button, our application is going to stop here, waiting for instruction from apps. Okay, the application is launched again. I click on my first button and this is going to take me automatically to the debug view, and I can see here the variables that I have. At the moment, I cannot see the variable my text view because it has not been created yet. I am just at this point, at the beginning of this point. This has not been executed yet. So to go to the next debug point, I'm going to click in this green arrow here. Note that it's not the same as the run application that is going to start our application again. Now we just want to go to the next point in the debug mode. So now we go to the next point and we can see that the value of our variable here. So what's happening here? My text view has a null value. Null means that it doesn't contain anything that is empty on Java. So we are trying to make visible a variable which is null. That is why we are having a null pointer section. We cannot set anything to visible because it's null, it's not existent. Okay. Now we are going to change the value for the real value, and this was my first view. I'm going to debug the application again. I click on the button, I came to the first point, I click on play and go to the second point, and I can see now that my text view is not null. So, and now the application is just stuck here, is waiting on the second point. I'm going to click on play again, and the application will continue. So I click on play, and I can see here the text, because this line has been executed. So as you can see now, the debug is very interesting for when we have an error in one point, or it's just sometimes when we don't have an error, but we know that something in a screen is wrong, so we can set debug points to see the value of the variable at that time.